Blackstone presents The Venetian Affair by Helen Macinnes. This book is read by Traber Burns. To Elliot and Keith, with love. Chapter 1. Two men sat in a darkened room. Outside was the blare of traffic grinding its way through the brilliant heat of the last day of August. But here in this room, the closed window, the drawn Venetian blinds, kept noise and glare to the street. Here in this room, guarded by two locked doors, New York was forgotten. The two men ignored the spasmodic screech of the dentist's drill from his adjoining room. It was only a jagged part of the blurred background of sound, an annoyance like the still, stifling air within these four safe walls. One man was talking, the other listening, both concentrating on every spoken word. They had exactly 15 minutes to conclude their business. Then the one who was talking would leave by the door that would take him to the service stairs. Although he was the one in command, he was dressed in gray shirt and trousers, appropriately soiled and wrinkled from a day's work, his electrician's toolbox lying beside a silent electric fan on the bogus mahogany of the dentist's cheap desk. The other looked like a businessman, not affluent, but eminently respectable. He had removed his gray jacket, hung it carefully over the back of his chair, slackened his dark blue tie, loosened his white collar. When he left, tightened and buttoned up once more, he would unlock the door into the next room, past the empty dentist's chair, not even glancing at the white-coated man who would be staring blankly out of his window, enter the waiting room with its huddle of patients concentrating on their own problems. As he closed the front door behind him, he would leave the white-clad receptionist saying, "Next, please," with the same crisp boredom she had dealt him only 20 minutes before. The man who was dressed as an electrician was middle-aged, thin-faced, and angular. He had a voice as smooth as the palms of his hands. It was an educated voice, cool, deliberate, held low, but stressed by urgency. "This evening you will leave from Idlewild. Your destination is Paris, as you learned from the plane reservation that Thelma delivered to you at noon. There was no difficulty when you met Thelma? No one interested in your movements, in hers?" The other shook his head. He spoke for the first time. He was a man in his late 50s, thick-set, short.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?